700, 3 look alive, look alive. Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your man D4NNY. As I was saying, guys, make sure you subscribe to Yadda and like the video. And this is D4NNY signing out. Peace.
Hey everybody, it's Hina and today I'm back with a new video for you guys. I know this video was kind of unexpected. It was just something that was on my mind, and you know how I always make these like random videos for you guys that I want to speak to you guys about what is on my mind basically. So, in a nutshell, lately, me personally, I have been overthinking a lot. Yeah, I know. A lot of people around me I've noticed have been overthinking as well, including friends and family. And then it kind of inspired me because, you know, with me guys, when something is on my mind, I like easily overcome it. Like I think negatively and then it changes. Like I start thinking differently in my, it's just the way that my mind is programmed. I guess it's kind of, I'm a bit weird. But I want to share with you guys, you know, my concept of how me personally, I combat overthinking and try not to overthink too much. You guys know that last year, 2017, was one of the worst years that I had in my life. You know, I lost somebody that I held like closest to my heart, and it really shook me up, and it made me overthink quite a lot about life and the concept of life and why people behave the way they do, or why we have to suffer as humans, and then so on and so forth. And then when it turned to 2018, this is when I thought, you know what, it's a new year. I'm not going to say new me because that's just annoying. I thought it's a new year, you know, I'll just become somebody who I think will be the best version of myself. I will change, I will progress, I will start thinking more positively, I will start loving myself more instead of loving other people in my life more, instead of looking at myself and realizing my worth. So I want to just share with you guys a few of my tips on how I combat overthinking personally. Step number 1, I will say to you guys, if you have a problem, you have to identify that problem, because I know that when you overthink, you can often think, okay, so I'm in a relationship with someone and that person did this and that person did that and then this person did that, and then which leads to me thinking, am I going to be with that person, which leads to me thinking, am I alone, which leads to me thinking, am I making the right decision in life? And then you start thinking, am I making the right decision in my career? Am I making the right decision in school? Am I making this right decision? Am I making that right decision? And then it escalates before you know it into like a whole world of other problems. And then before you know it, you've got about 1,000,001 problems in one. No. Stop, guys. That is not what you want to do. When you overthink, stop right there and critically analyze yourself and think, I'm thinking all these things. Is this really what the problem stems at? What is the problem here that's made me think like this? But you want to do the first step, identify the problem that you have. You know, because there's no point like going into a downward spiral, thinking about like all these other problems that are in like the world of make-believe and don't really exist. You know what I'm saying? Step number 2, try not to think of what could go wrong, because I know it's very, very difficult, because we live in a world where a lot of people think more negatively than they do positively. So you have to start thinking to yourself, this has happened to me so far. Right now, I know what's happened to me. I'm going to stop it before it continues any further. You don't want to think too much of what could go wrong, because when you think of what could go wrong, it's sort of putting negative thoughts into your head, and when you get negative thoughts, it leads into that downward spiral again, you know. Always try to distract yourself. And what I mean by that, guys, is you guys know a few years ago that I was really unhappy with the way I looked. I was so insecure, I was so uncomfortable wearing clothes. I used to wear baggy clothes all the time. I still do, but you know, that's because it's me, you know, I love it. But me personally, to overcome my insecurities of always feeling ugly, I started going to the gym. I started building confidence, you know, like I started feeling like, you know, I'm worth this, I'm lovely, I'm a good person, I have a clean heart.
I feel like I'm going a bit off topic here.
But what I'm trying to say to you guys is that if you're going to do something that you know you love. Like if you don't like going to the gym, go out with your friends, go ice skating, go see some new movies, go find a new hobby, go do something. But don't, whatever you do, guys, do not sit at home and start thinking to yourself, you're in your room, you're alone, I'm alone, nobody loves me, I have all these problems, I'm the worst person in the world. Do not do that. Do not stay at home and do not think of these things, because honestly, if you do not distract yourself, you're going to inevitably harm yourself. You're mentally and eventually physically going to cause yourself harm thinking of these problems. You have to try and control yourself and limit yourself mentally of the way you think. Oh, also guys, I want to apologize for this lighting because I am outside, so obviously it is daylight lighting. So start thinking of things in perspective, and what I mean by that is, think to yourself, you know this problem that you have right now that you're overthinking about? Think to yourself, 5 years from now, is this problem relevant? Are you going to have this problem then? Or is this going to be like something you're going to look back at and be like, why am I even worrying about this? Step number 5. Go out there, do new things. Don't be afraid of making new opportunities, because honestly guys, like I said before in the other step that I gave you, don't be afraid of going out there and finding new things for you to do instead of being sat at home. You can't predict the future, so don't go out there and start thinking to yourself, you know, oh, what's going to happen in the future? If I think about this now, he cheated on me, so how am I going to do about this? And then what's our future going to be like together? And blah, 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 blah. Don't be thinking about the future. I mean, I know it's hard. I know it'll probably kill you inside, not trying to think about it. But try your best not to think about it, because honestly, you can't predict the future. More or less, you're just wasting time thinking about it, because why are you wasting that time thinking negatively when you could be thinking positive thoughts? You have to try and train your mind mentally to accept what's happened and try and move on, or accept what the problem is and try and progress from what it is. Like an example would be, if you're having problems at work and you're overthinking about it, overthinking is not going to fix the problem. It's only going to make things worse. You're going to blow things out of perspective. You're going to see things for how they really are not. Accept what happened and then realize how much you're really worth, because you could be sat there thinking, he cheated on me, why did he do this to me? When in reality, you're wasting time thinking too much about it. Like, it's happened. You know, overthinking about it is not going to make it any better. I know it's hard and it's kind of harsh for me to say, but you just have to accept what's happened. You have to realize your worth, and you have to realize that everything in life happens for a reason. Either it comes to you as a blessing or it comes to you as a lesson. You are beautiful inside and out. Everybody's beautiful in their own unique way. Don't let anybody say to you, you're ugly, or you're you know, a piece of shit, or you're a horrible person. Because honestly, nobody on this earth is worth your time to stress you out like that. Because honestly, everybody's beautiful, and if people put you down, you shouldn't give them the satisfaction of seeing you put down. You shouldn't let them know that they've affected you. Because honestly, life is too short to worry about these unnecessary problems. Whatever little time you have on earth, make sure that you spend it expressing your love to people that you care for, going out there and trying to make the world a better place. Always, always, always put yourself first, love yourself, and realize that no problem out there is worth you losing your health, mentally and physically. Look after yourself, guys. You can always hit me up on my social media. The links are always in the description box below. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. It means the entire world to me. And the fact that you guys actually take your time out and message me on social media and say such lovely and supportive things, like, it really, really touches my heart. A lot of you are such lovely people, and I'm so blessed to have met some of you on social media. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you guys in my next one. Which my next one, by the way, will be with Azam. It'll be our part 2 of our Try Not to Laugh challenge. So hopefully you guys, you know, make sure you hit subscribe to get notified on when we'll post that. And I'll see you guys. I probably said this about 100 times now, but I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.